My special guest today is Mindy Wiesenberg from Emunah. Welcome to Jewish Online Magazine.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting us to be here.
Can you just tell our viewers a little bit about Emunah?
Right, Emunah is actually an international organisation which operates around the world, but in terms of membership, but the actual where we work is in Israel. Our main work, we're one of the main social welfare organisations in Israel, looking after over 10,000 children a day. In all areas of the country, and we have a network of daycare centres, children's homes, schools, therapy centres, after school clubs and so on. And we're primarily concerned with children's welfare, and we have a tremendous number of disadvantaged children, dysfunctional children, particularly in our children's homes. And British Emunah operates in this country to raise funds to help support the projects in Israel. There are over 225 projects throughout the country, and the work that we do is very, very important in maintaining the welfare of children throughout Israel.
Can I ask you, what does Emunah mean?
Emunah actually means faith or belief. And it was a word that it was originally set up many, many years ago. The organisation was set up in the in the 1930s, actually in Manchester. So the organisation actually began in this country, although it's now worldwide. But it was set up originally to help children in what was then Palestine, and particularly after the war, the situation in Germany, refugees coming to the country at the time. And of course afterward the Holocaust, all the survivors of the Holocaust who came to Palestine, and we set up our first children's home in Afula in 1947. And from there on it just grew and expanded, and it's now become, as I said, an international organisation with over 180,000 women around the world who are members, all involved with raising funds, promoting children's welfare, traditional Jewish family values within the family, and Emunah in Israel is involved with a lot of women's issues in Israel, not just children, but also women throughout the country if they're having problems. For example, they have in the High Court, they have women pleaders who help women get their procedures through, because it's often the rabbinical courts, lots of men, so they have women who work on their behalf there. So it's any issues which affect women and children, families, which touch us, and we are involved with helping them throughout the country.
And Emunah has certainly evolved over the decades then.
Oh, absolutely, yes. We started off as a very small organisation in this country, and then we grew in Israel. And of course, as the need in Israel grew, where women had to go out to work after independence from 1948, and the women were a very, very valued part of the workforce. And so we set up daycare centres to look after the children so the women could go out at work. These daycare centres have now grown throughout the country. Of course, there are two other big women's organisations, Wiesenberg and Na'amat, who also have daycare centres throughout the country. We work with Wiesenberg and with Na'amat, again, in terms of pressurising the government on certain issues which are involved with the welfare of children, the welfare of families and of women. And as I said, the organisation has grown, and we, in fact, just 3 years ago, we received the Israel Prize from the President in Israel, the organisations, for the work that we do within the country.
Kol hakavod for that. Wow.
Yes, it was quite an achievement, and I think well deserved.
And you've got a fantastic fundraising event coming up very soon, haven't you?
Yes.
Do you want to tell our viewers about that?
Yes, well, we have over the last 8 years, we've had an amazing walking club, which we've been involved with, and we've done some fantastic sponsored walks around the country. We've been up in Scotland, we've been to Wales, we've been to Ireland and the Lake District, and this time it's not a residential one. We're not going away for a few days. One of the very valued members of Emunah, a wonderful, wonderful lady who was also a beautiful artist named Anna Finches. She was very involved with our walking club. Unfortunately, she passed away just over a year ago, and her family are setting up in her memory an art therapy centre within our children's campus in Fuller. And this art therapy has been shown to be a tremendously valuable tool in the rehabilitation of dysfunctional children. And this centre is going to be established. We're actually opening it up straight after Sukkot in Israel. It's going to be opened with the family present in her memory. And we're raising funds on this walk to pay for the art therapists that will work with the children in our children's home. There are over 100 children residential and another 100 who come for daycare. And I can't tell you some of the stories of these children. It's just heartbreaking that you could believe such children live in such circumstances in Israel today. Absolutely heartbreaking. But please God, the money raised from this walk is going to help the rehabilitation of these children.
Art therapy is so important though, isn't it?
Yes, it's one of the therapies used within the centre. There's art therapy, drama therapy, but they are amazing because not only just do they do art therapy, there is an art, they have actually formed a club within the children's centre which produces pieces of art which their children then sell. They go to fairs and they go to various places and they actually raise money and they get a bit of pocket money for themselves for it, and they raise money for the home, and it's a terrific thing and it gives them a great sense of self-worth for them. Anyway, this is an amazing walk. We have a wonderful lady called Terry who has been training us for our walks, taking us on our walks. She's wonderful. She's been with the organisation for a number of years. She's going to be taking us on a lovely walk in the Chilterns on Sunday the 9th of September. Anyone can join in. It's about a 10 to 11 mile walk, so you have to be quite fit. It's climbing up a couple of the hills in the Chiltern, but you don't have to be super fit. You certainly don't have to be a Jessica Ennis, that's for sure. But with the Olympics in mind, we thought it'll be lovely to have a day walk, and we're walking round the Chequers estate, which is where the Prime Minister's house is. And actually, I've done this walk before, and you can see he might come out in the grounds and wave to us. You never know if he's there over the weekend. And it's a lovely, lovely area of the country, Chilterns. It's only 40 minutes from London, and anyone who's interested can email our office at info@emunah.org.uk or go to the website www.emunah.org.uk, and they can send off forms and join us on the day. We can organise anyone who doesn't have transport up to, we're meeting in Wendover Station, which is only 40 minutes drive away. The whole walk won't take longer than about 4 hours. We're setting off at 9:30 in the morning.
Is there a minimum age that you have to be?
Well, we normally say 18 and above, but if you've got younger children who can walk the 10, 11 miles, please bring them with. That would be wonderful. It could be a lovely family day out. We're asking everybody to try and raise a minimum of £100 in sponsorship. As I said, it's going towards a very worthy cause in memory of a very wonderful woman. And anyone who would love to join us, please, as I said, get in touch, or if you want to just phone, if you're not in touch with the internet, it's 0208 203 6066. That's the number to call. And as I said, we'd be delighted to have you join us on what will really be a lovely day. I'm looking up at the sky here as we're in this lovely garden, and it's a little bit clouding over. We're hoping the weather will be dry. If not, don't worry, a bit of rain is not going to harm us. We're very intrepid ladies. We've been through thunderstorms and rain throughout our walks over the years, and we can certainly cope with a bit of rain if it comes down on that day, but it should be great fun. And all you need to do is bring a good pair of walking shoes, good trainers or walking boots, and a packed lunch, and obviously some drinks, and that should be great. And we're going to finish off at the pub so everyone can have a drink at the end.
Lovely. That sounds a great event, and anybody that's seeing this video, definitely call or visit Emunah's website.
Lovely, thank you, and thank you for inviting me here today, David. It's been delightful to be part of this wonderful newsletter that you put on the internet. How great.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you a lot.
Magazine. Thank you.
Thank you.